Welcome to sunrise. As you can see, we're not getting a sunrise at all. I've been here before and I got a beautiful sunset, but today it's fog, snow, wind, and I'm frozen. I wasn't going to do a vlog today. I thought I'd just come out and treat this as a scouting mission. But the conditions are so good that I thought I'd have a go. Well, I think they're good. It's a little bit too foggy, I think. And I have resisted the temptation to go back yet again to Wyming Brook. And I've come across this. Very similar, in fact identical to the ones out at Lady Bear Reservoir. The overflow drains. And I thought it made quite a nice composition. We have this bizarre little brick wall coming in from the left. We have the drain, we have a very old derelict house, barn. It's got a chimney on it, so I'm presuming it was a barn at some point. And then you've got the stream flowing off in that direction. Now I'm kind of keeping you turned this way because the water's going to get too noisy. I set it up with this wall coming in bottom left. That leads you, is pointing, literally pointing at the overflow. And then it also kind of points to this river leading you back, river stream. No filters. We were on f13, a third of a second, ISO 160. And that was it. I'm on the 10 to 20 lens and I'm out at, what are we at? 14 mil, because it's quite a wide scene. So on the left hand side you have this wall coming in, and then on the right hand side you have a curve coming round, which also leads you nicely up there. So I think that makes quite a good starting image. Right, I'm going to wander on. Today is just to have a mosey and see what's about, because I've not been here before. As you can see, we're getting even more fogged in, and I'm aiming for a particular spot that I've seen on Google Maps. I'm not sure that I'm going to get there because I'm not convinced I'm heading in the right direction. I think I am. Now the first thing I've come across, mind the wind, is this kind of gateway with the path leading off into the distance that vanishes. Now this is going to be a mono image. I think most of today is going to be a mono image, except for this one, where this side of the gate we have, I don't know if you're going to see this, some gorgeous textures and colours of the lichen in the slate walls or the stone walls. So I've kind of shot straight down the wall and it vanishes into nowhere. We've got tufts of grass, as you can see, just peeking through the white snow. I think that works. And then over on this side, oh, mind the wind, oh, I spotted a lovely clump of grasses covered in frost and snow, and I've kind of framed the gate posts up using that. As I say, no idea if it's going to work or not. Bloody state of me. Oh, it's a tad on the chilly side. So I'm going to carry on. I was using the 10 to 20 for these images. Somewhere around f9 ISO 100, and I think I got it down to about a 30th of a second. When I started shooting, we had a bit of a snowstorm, but I don't think my shutter speed was high enough to capture the snow belting across. But looking at this, I'm kind of sure we're going to get another snowstorm fairly soon. Right, I'm going to pack my bag up and carry on wandering, see what else I can find. It to where I was going to because the snow started coming down really thickly, and I thought probably better not put myself in too much risk, and then I realised I've got no sense of direction, so I've turned round and I've wandered back a slightly different way. I'm confident that all these roads and all these tracks lead back to the reservoir. Fingers crossed, otherwise I'm going to be here for some time. There's not enough snow for me to make a real minimal image. What I was looking for and what I was hoping for was a blanket of snow with the odd tuft of grass poking through. But there's just not enough snow. There's too much grass poking through. But what I have found is these two rather nice, some kind of fir tree, I think, and it's really twisted, and the bark on it is quite a deep burgundy, and I don't know if that's going to show up in the image. I've been shooting handheld. I've been shooting on the 10 to 20. I set my ISO to 320 and f5.6 to give me enough shutter speed. I ended up at 1/200th of a second to capture the snow as it was falling. I didn't want streaky snow. I wanted the clumps of snow as they were falling down. I think that's worked quite well on those two. And then I'm just taking shelter under a tree because it's... Oh no, you can't see around there. Whee! It's rather slippy. Hold on, let's go back up this way. Then I found another tree. I'm not sure this one works as well. Oh my god, it is slippy. Let's see if we can spin you around here. That one there, it's kind of at a bit of an odd angle, but I think it might work. But there's no snow on the actual trees. It's bizarre. I was hoping to find trees with the bark on one side covered in snow. And you can see on the bushes, woohoo, and the brick wall, or the stone walls and the bushes, they've all got snow on them. So I'm not quite sure why the trees haven't. It's a lovely walk. No idea where I am, apart from lost. Right, I'm going to carry on moseying, see what else I can find. kind of a morning. Not enough snow for particularly minimal images, and not enough fog to do sort of woodland photography that I was aiming to do or hoping to do. There's a few little forests around here with pine trees in them. And stood here on the road, they actually look really good. But when you get into them, they don't look good at all. It's bizarre. And we managed with gulls around here. So I've come back down to the reservoir and I'm just trying, the sun is, well, it was trying to break through the fog. We had some blue sky up here about 5 minutes ago. And I thought we were going to get a bit of light. This is the wall that runs along the reservoir. So I'm just trying some really, really minimal kind of abstract images. Just aiming, there's a curve at the bottom there. I'd like to have been able to get the curve in. And I might take a wander out on there in a minute. But then again, I might not because you're not meant to. So I've just put the 70 to 200 on and I've aimed out. You might be able to see there's a set of steps about there. Set of steps on the left-hand side of the image, and then it goes out to the curve. And it's going to be a high-key mono image, I think. But yes, a very frustrating morning. But if I manage to get any more images, I'll put them up for you. Sorry it's been a bit sort of hit and miss. But it is what it is. We are restricted on how far we can travel, so I'm trying to make the most of the locality that I'm in, or that I'm close to. We can travel in Tier 3, and I've done plenty of exercise morning. I must have walked about 4 miles. So yes. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next weekend. Bye for now.